Hey guys, how's everybody doing out there? And welcome back to a very, very super duper special live stream. As you guys already know by now, by waking up this morning, pretty much all throughout the day, whatever point in the day you guys have been looking into the markets, the news, the anything, literally since last night, everything has been going haywire, everything has been going off the rails, train wreck. And that's what we're here to talk about in this emergency broadcast, okay, from the Jose and Lambo emergency broadcasting system. So, all right, guys, you already know the deal. Takes a little while for everybody to get in here. Takes a little while for the notifications to go out and all that stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is just gonna play a little bit of music real quick, put the 5-minute timer, and I'm gonna wait for everybody to shuffle in before I get the show started. So anyone out there listening to this in the podcast form, just kind of skip forward 4 minutes, give or take. All right, and we'll be right with you guys. All right, let's do this. I got some. We got some heavy metal going on today. I found some heavy metal because, yeah, just one of those days. So we're going to have the timer. Let me see, where can I put this? There we go. Hope you guys are ready, guys. Smoke them if you got them. So yeah, guys, history in the making, literally history in the making. That's why I had to go live. We're gonna talk about this. Hopefully everybody's out there. I'm still setting up over here, just like a couple more minutes. But yeah, a lot of things to talk about today. A lot of things to talk about right now. As we're watching, we're looking at the plunge protection team in full action. Just a few minutes before I went live, we were literally almost negative 10%, negative 2,000 points, and plunge protection team came online right before I went online. So how's it going, Pedro? How's it going, brother? Look at that, man. Just going into the toilet, literally. How's the music? Hey, Pedro. How you doing, brother? How's the music? How's the stream? How's everything coming out? Everything looking good so far? Just doing a little bit of an emergency stream out here in order to just discuss what's happening, what's about to start happening. I mean, what's happening right now, not what's about to start happening. We're already way past that. We're in the middle of it. It's already happening. We're here, guys. Anyways, yeah, just waiting for everybody to shuffle in. Just a few more minutes. We're gonna put some heavy metal. I found some heavy metal music I can play, so you can listen to that. No Mega Man today. Things are a little too rough out there. But as you guys can see, the plunge protection team already in action. We've been down here all day. If you guys are looking at the screen right now, look at the chart. We've been all down here the whole time, and then bam, just right before I went live a few minutes ago, about 10 minutes ago. And in fact, in about 10 minutes from now, I just heard that I think Trump is about to pump 500 billion into the economy. So we'll see. And tomorrow is Friday the 13th. So just one thing after another, guys. Like I said, smoke them if you got them. Pour yourself a drink. Do whatever you got to do to get yourself off the ledge. Everybody's losing value today. Everybody's losing money today. But again, if you put yourself in the right position, and especially right now, you'll be good to go. That's what we're going to be talking about right now in a few minutes. How's it going, New York native? How's it going, Pedro? How's it going, Blockchain for Dummies? And how's it going, Lambo and everybody else out there, Doge, Hanson, everybody else watching out there. Nano Joe. That's right. Crypto's on sale. Gold and silver on sale. Lots of things on sale, guys. That's right. There's a few more seconds. That's right. And we're about to start. 20 more seconds, 30 more seconds, 20 seconds, 15 seconds. 15 seconds, we're about to start. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pedro, for the sound check. Coming in loud and clear. All right, guys. You already know what that means. Timer's up. Let's get to it. Let's get to the show. So yeah, guys, I don't know if you guys are aware. I'm pretty sure you guys are fully aware of what's going on and what's happening. I know some of you guys are probably listening to this in podcast form later on, a few hours from now, whenever you guys are listening to this, whether it's live at the moment or you're listening to this later on, it doesn't matter. All this is going to be in the same, it's all going to pertain to the same thing. So yeah, guys, the markets are bleeding red and then some. That's right, guys. I mean, as you guys can see, I mean, we went from a high of, I don't know what the high was, like 29 something. We were definitely about to hit 30K on the stock market. And before you know it, bam. You know what I mean? Look how, just 2 weeks later, we're at 22. We've lost about, I think right now we're lost like 25 to 27% from highs, from previous highs, from all-time highs. So, yeah, guys, a lot of things are happening. And this morning, a lot of people were expecting a green day. A lot of people were expecting green candles. A lot of people were expecting a better day. Even if we were expecting a red day, we were not expecting, the day to start off again with another market trigger. Meaning that if the market goes below 7%, it triggers these stop gates or some shit like that. These stop losses, or I don't know what it's not stop losses. These triggers in the stock market that don't allow any trading to happen for 15 minutes. So basically, when the market opened, we were already past that threshold of negative 7%, and the market's literally opened today, frozen for the first 15 minutes until we kept on trading, which we've gone to today. And like I was just saying a few minutes ago, just a few minutes before recording today. So basically around 1 o'clock Eastern time, 1 o'clock p.m. market time, we were hovering around negative 2,000 points, close to negative 10% on the day. And then right before all that, all of a sudden we got a surge from the plunge protection team. And we got a lot of money pumped into the system. And right now we're sitting at negative 1,500, negative 6%, negative 6.3%, give or take. So that's where we're at now, guys. And it's only going to get worse from here. Meaning that it's going to, remember, by the time we recover and by the time things, start getting better, it's going to be a little while. We might not get better until next week. But definitely tomorrow being Friday the 13th, we got the weekend, we got the whole corona, we got the, what is it, like the corona beers, the cerveza virus, we got all this stuff, all these things one after the other are not helping. And, let's get into what happened this morning, because this morning we all woke up and we all woke up to very different news. But basically, we woke up to Bitcoin being below 6,000, Bitcoin being at 5,800 or whatever the fuck it dipped down to, gold and silver. Let's look at gold and silver right now. Look, gold and silver are already making a recovery, okay? But basically, gold dipped down to, gold lost basically $100, but it dipped down to 1,563, give or take, and now it's at 1,600. So it made a recovery. It bounced. What happened with? Let's see what happened with silver. Again, silver took another hit as well, but it also bounced. Okay. As you guys can see, silver went all the way down to $15.56, and it's now sitting at $16. So it also made a recovery. But yeah, let's see where crypto's at right now. Let's see where Bitcoin's at right now. Just curious. Look at that. So Bitcoin is everything is making a recovery, because you got to remember, gold, silver, Bitcoin, everything, the horse behind me, everything is priced in dollars. So, what is actually going on? We're going to discuss that in a couple seconds. But yeah, as you guys can see, Bitcoin's already making its way up. For anyone out there, you probably you did not miss your buying opportunity, because as you guys can see, we're still in the 6,000 range, which is fucking crazy. But you definitely missed the bottom, which was whatever it was, 5,700 or 800. I don't know if anyone out there has those numbers, but yeah, definitely we went down far. And oh, look at that. Okay, so just a little while ago, the dollar index, was at 98. Okay, and it was it went up. It went up 1.5. Okay, so 1.5 points. Probably like 1.5%. It went up, and so a lot of people are wondering, what the hell was happening. Well, look, guys, one of the major things that happened today, that caused so many things, to drop in price right from before the start. Everything from gold to silver to the stock market to everything to start dropping down in price hardcore. Basically what triggered a lot of that was the dollar getting reevaluated. Look at the dollar jumping. All right, this is the dollar index, okay, today. This is the last 5 days, actually. Hold on, let's just go to 1 day. Okay, 1 day, 15 minute. So look, yeah, I think that should be enough. Or just go hourly. Fuck it. So look at the dollar. Look at the dollar, man. Okay, so the dollar. Okay, for anyone out there that, by the way, thank you out there, New York native, for the $5 super chat. Love you, brother. Thank you out there. By the way, thank you to everybody watching. Shout out to everybody out there. Sup, Antoine? What's up, Pedro? What's up, Nano? What's up, everybody? Love you guys. But yeah, so let's see where we're at. So with the dollar, the dollar index says a lot, guys. I mean, basically, look at what happened. So the dollar, if you guys follow anything with cryptocurrency, you guys know what happens with Tether and Bitcoin and all that shit. Basically, that's kind of like what happened here. Let me explain. So the dollar got printed into oblivion overnight. Obviously, the repo markets. Right now, as I'm speaking right now, I think Trump and cohorts are announcing $500 billion. Christine Lagarde and the central banks were out this morning, and they also were talking, and they're also going to be pumping billions and billions into the world economy. They're lowering interest rates. From what I understand, we might be going into negative 0.75. Okay, yeah, you heard right. We might be hitting negative rates by June. All right, so there's a lot of crazy shit that's happening, and if anyone anyone that's been following this for a long time now, has been following this for a while, you guys already know. The minute that remember what I kept always telling you guys. We're gonna keep going up and up and up until we don't, and that's the thing. Right now, we're at that moment. The last 2 weeks has been, that's it. You know what I mean? We kept going up and up and up until we did it. And that's it. And so right now, what they're going to be trying to do, what they have been trying to do, has been trying to, right the ship by printing this problem into oblivion, printing money into oblivion, printing the market, buying the markets as everybody is selling, as nobody is buying, as the markets keep going lower, as other countries around the world are getting rid of their dollars, getting rid of their stock, getting rid of all kinds of shit, as China is, literally, China and Russia are both doing the equivalent of a financial nuclear bomb, whether it's Russia walking out of OPEC, and basically, telling, what I mean, the oil producing nations and the oil producing world, suck it, and dumping the fucking price of oil all the way down to like 27 a barrel. I think we're going to be dumping even further to 25 to 27 a barrel. The U.S. and everyone else around the world, but basically just in the U.S. alone, it cost $76 to create a barrel of oil. So if oil is selling at $27, then yeah, we're working at a loss, just like everything else that you're watching in the markets. And so if all of a sudden, China were to have a problem in which they have to come to a stop and they have an excuse in which to not pump the American economy anymore, which is exactly what's happening, by the way. The major stimulus to the United States economy, a major stimulus to the dollar, a major stimulus to a lot of these things is Chinese buying power. Again, we have a lot of dollars in China. We have a lot of debt in China. But if all of a sudden they were to just say, hey, we're stopping this. We're not purchasing. We're not spending these dollars anymore. We're not, pumping your economy anymore. We're not going to stimulate your economy anymore. We're not going to buy anything in your country anymore. Then all of a sudden everything comes to a stop. And that's what we're seeing right now. Now, a lot of things have triggered this. Basically, the cerveza virus that has been taking hold of China has prevented Chinese people to come over here to, do anything, to stop investing, stop manufacturing, all that stuff. And then on top of that, we have also put a stop from having any, Chinese individuals or anyone from Asia coming into our country. So if we basically cut each other off, well, then that basically cuts off the economy. And then the added, bonus is what Russia has been doing with oil, and what's happening with OPEC, what's happening with other countries, and they're, doing everything humanly possible to get rid of this, dollar domination of every other country and every other currency around the world. And yeah, so right now what's happening is that like it's the reason that they're making the dollar stronger is because they have to. They don't have a choice, so that these dollars can buy more. But look at that. I mean, look at just what happened. So like basically as we were talking, remember the thing was all the way up here, and now look where it. Oh wait, year. There we go. We got to go back. We're looking at this chart here, but look at what happened to the chart. Like basically, let's go to hourly just to make sure. Okay, so it stayed the same. But yeah, man. But regardless, look at what's happening with the chart, where this blue line has gone up exponentially, giving more value to the dollar. But what has been giving value to this dollar? What is giving value to this dollar? What are they doing? Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's all that. You know what I mean? Basically, the dollar has been going down in value, but they've been doing something, all right, in order to make this dollar more valuable, all right? And this something is basically what's devaluing everything else, because as the value of the dollar goes up, the value of everything else goes down. And again, we can go to like the peso. Look at the peso where it's sitting at right now. The dollar to peso, it's you get, for every dollar you're getting, I'm in Mexico right now, so for every dollar you're getting 22 pesos and 35 cents. If you go back 2 weeks, you were getting for every dollar around 17 to 18 pesos. So look at that dramatic jump. It's a 25% jump. So right now, for me as an American, my dollar buys me more in Mexico. But if you're Mexican, your peso is buying you less. And that goes across the board for every country. That's why every country cannot wait for for this dollar and, for the stock market, for all this stuff to finally come to an end. And we're seeing it right now, whether we like it or not. It's happening. We don't know what are the forces behind this, who is causing all this, whether it's the market itself that it cannot handle it no more, whether it's China, whatever it is. Something's causing it, and everyone is blaming it on the cerveza virus, okay? But we all know that it's not the cerveza virus. There's no way in hell, it's impossible for the cerveza virus to really be causing this. But if there's other things that are causing this from behind the scenes, there's it's, just the propaganda is so easy to spew to the people, in which, people do believe and are believing that it is the cerveza virus that is causing all this. But it's not, you know what I mean? It's really not. They're blaming it on the cerveza virus. They're using the cerveza virus as a means to get from point A to point B. And that's it. Whether this is just a correction or not, you know what I mean? And the thing is, even if it's a correction, they had to do something. All right, they had to blame it on something. So I mean, we could basically be in correction mode right now, as crazy as that might sound. And by next week, by this time next week, we are already going to be hitting green candles and green days, and it's going to be moving upwards, and we're going to be going back to the moon by next week. But who knows? I think this is really the beginning of the end. That we are going to see move upwards. But again, if you guys know anything about historical charts and how these things always happen, it's never when a depression comes, when the bubble pops, when all these things happen, it's never a straight shot down. It never is. You can look at any historical chart. It's always like it goes down and then it jumps up a little bit, goes down, jumps up a little bit. It's like stairs, like that. But yeah, it's a dramatic jump down. But in that jump down, we're going to see ticks upward. But yeah, man, a lot of crazy things happen. Let's put a little music real quick. Check the chat for a second, see what's everybody's... look at that, and look at, by the way, so look at the charts so look at the Dow right now, okay? As you guys can see, in just a short time that I've been talking, in like the last 15 minutes, we've gone back to -7%, -7.41%. And by the way, this is already kind of in a weird way becoming normal, but none of this is normal. None of this is normal. And we're looking at -7.56%, and it's not normal. You know what I mean? Like, none of this is normal. But this is gonna be a new normal for a little bit, and we might keep going down till we get to 15K. Look, fair value for the market, honest, real, true, fair value for the market is around 3,000 points. So we still have a ways to go before we drop. Right now, we're sitting at a -25% drop. The banks. The central banks of the world, they were already talking about this over a year ago. I've talked about this many times on my show, many times throughout the months and year. But basically, they have already been announcing the fact that they've already done stress tests. Okay, listen to me. They've already done stress tests on the system, and they plan to do more stress tests on the system. And they, so far, by all the testing that they've done, that the market can withstand a 60% drop, no problem. So the way I'm looking at things, we still have a ways to go. We have a ways to go. So when if the banks are expecting a 60% drop, if the central banks and the money printers are expecting a 60% drop, and if you study these things on the historical sense and the long term, you already know that basically it's these things overcorrect. So it's not going to be, if they're expecting -60, it could be -70, -80%. Who the fuck knows? But once we reach that, then, we're going to have a little bit of sideways action, and then we're going to go up slowly but surely. In the meantime, everything is getting hit. Gold, silver, Bitcoin, and every safe asset, doesn't matter what the fuck it is, everything is getting hit hard. But once we hit rock bottom, at that point, everything is going to start going up again. But like at different rates, meaning gold, silver, Bitcoin, things like that, they're going to fucking go parabolic quickly up. It just always happens, always. And then things like the stock market and all these other things, they're going to start quick, slowly, very, very slowly inching upwards. And again, depending on the stock, depending on what is out there, depending on whether it's going to survive or not. So for example, there's plenty of companies that are going to survive no matter what. Like Coca-Cola is going to survive. We know some of these tech companies are going to survive. Certain companies, certain things out there are going to survive. But a lot of companies are not going to survive. A lot of things in the stock market are not going to survive. Many things are not going to survive. And that's the thing, so it's all about, educating yourself. It's about hedging your bets. It's about reallocating your funds in moments like this, reallocating your funds once we hit bottom, and so on and so forth. And just again, making your money grow, learning how to be wealthy, not becoming a debt slave, learning how you can benefit from this wealth transfer instead of, like many people right now are losing their 401ks. A lot of people are losing their value. A lot of people are losing their savings. A lot of people are losing everything that they've worked very hard for. And there's no need for that, because right now, I'm sitting pretty. Even though I'm losing value in gold and silver and Bitcoin and things like that, it's a very big difference, because I actually own these things. I actually have them physically in my hand, So, and I know how these things work. I study history. I see it all the time. I'm betting on this instead of betting on the fucking Doge dog next to me, instead of these charts, instead of the government, instead of these bankers, instead of these paper assets that they are telling us are worth something. I'm not betting on that. I'm betting on me. I'm betting on what every human on earth has been betting on since the fucking beginning of time. And that's it. You know what I mean? That's basically it. There's a reason why, you know what I mean? Even the fake coins that they give us, these coins that we use on a day-to-day basis, like when we're taking the bus or we're buying coffee, why do they look like gold and silver? Why is that? If these things are not valuable, then why the fuck are they, you know what I mean? Why are they colored this way? Even though this is not gold and silver, this is just a peso, a few pesos in Mexican or whatever, but your quarters, your pennies, why are they the color of gold and silver? I mean, again, I thought this thing wasn't worth anything, right? The more you know, motherfuckers, the more you know, all right? So right now, my advice, and by the way, this channel and nothing here is financial advice. You guys do what you think is best. But right now, what I'm planning on doing, I'm basically waiting, okay, to, for this thing to settle right now within, the next few hours, the next day or two. And this weekend, since it's going to be Saturday in 2 days, most likely I'm going to be heading out. Most likely already I'm going to be heading out and buying more silver. I'm going to see if I can find some cheap gold. Probably not. I don't have that much money, but I'm definitely going to get some cheap silver, okay? I'm definitely going to see if I can get some cheap Bitcoin. Definitely going to see if I can get some cheap Bitcoin. And just sit back and relax and wait. And that's it. You know what I mean? Basically, we already know where all this is going. The proof is in the pudding. I don't know what more do you need to, to prove this to you. If this wasn't a gut check, if this wasn't a reality check, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? What, you got to lose everything? You know what I mean? So that's the thing, guys. You know what I mean? Like, I myself have been out of these markets for a very long time. So that's why as these things are going down, yeah, I'm a little worried and scared, like a good majority of you guys. But the reality is I'm just worried and scared because I don't know what could happen on a global scale. You know what I mean? You never know the depths that these people in power are willing to go. That's the only thing. But other than that, I'm not worried about my wealth. The opposite, you know what I mean? I'm actually, for the first time in a very long time, I'm actually very, very confident and very, happy about, the future of my wealth, because I'm actually seeing the proof is in the pudding. Because, we're seeing everything tank. But when you're seeing things like gold, silver, and Bitcoin only losing a portion of their value, and when you understand that a lot of that value is coming from the dollar, it's coming from the stock market, because you got to remember, motherfuckers, things like Bitcoin are being traded on the stock market, same as gold and silver through derivatives. So when the whole thing is crashing, then it's going to crash that, and it's going to crash the price of it, but it's not crashing the value of what this thing is in reality. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not crashing Bitcoin. Now, this crash that we're looking at right now could crash a bunch of industries. It could crash and disseminate a bunch of corporations. You follow me? That's the difference, guys. You know what I mean? It's like it's a lot of it's a lot of homework, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of thinking that you guys have to put into this, but if you do your homework and you do put that work in, man, I mean, you're going to be sitting pretty like me and my plastic horse. I don't know what else to say, except go out on your lunch break, go out after work, see if you can, if you already go to a local gold and silver dealer, if you already have one, go look into that. If you don't have one, look into, how to do that. But basically, what you're looking for is buying pure silver, pure gold, make sure it's 0.999. Make sure that you're buying bullion, make sure you're buying not much above spot. So again, what do I mean don't buy above spot? So for silver, for example, right now at the price of what silver is at $16. So that's what you should be buying this coin at. But the dealer has to make some money. So they have to charge spot, like a few bucks over spot. So they'll charge anything from $1.50 to $2 to $2.50 to $3, whatever. So that's it. The spot price is the price that you're paying the dealer for the price. Like you got to pay for a Coca-Cola. It's going to cost you a little more than, okay, no matter what you're buying. The person selling it to you has to make a few bucks. So, but that's it. So right now, a silver coin, you should be paying again, at the most 19 bucks, at the most, 20 tops. But you should actually be paying close to 18.50, 17.50, $18 per coin. Okay, and that's it. If you go to a gold dealer, I mean a gold and silver dealer, and they're trying to sell you $50 coins, they're trying to sell you these rare coins and these, don't buy that. Don't buy that, because when the shit hits the fan, nobody's gonna give a fuck about your rare coin. They just want silver or gold. And that's why it's like, you see people putting it in rings and chains and shit like that. They don't give a fuck. They just want the pure fucking metal. That's it. So, those rare coins and rare, rare coins, those are for different things. That's when things are going good. That's when those coins have value. But in times like this and moving forward, nah. You need bullion, meaning, just straight up, bars of silver or coins of silver, like these coins that are only going to cost me a few bucks over spot. And this is the pure silver. You feel me? This coin right now is supposed to be worth 1,000 something US. So again, you can buy this coin at your dealer today, right now, for around 18 to 20 US dollars. And when the shit hits the fan, this is the actual price, okay? We're going to give you the actual price once the shit hits the fan, all right? Come on now. The actual price is over $1,000 once the shit hits the fan, okay? And here it is. And by the way, you can do all your own research and your own work on all this shit, but all these numbers, there's math behind it. You can't fuck with math, right? But anyways, as you guys can see here, dollar to silver ratio. So this silver coin is actually supposed to be worth $1,068, okay? But you can buy it at the bargain price of $16 to $18. Now you can buy this at the bargain price of around $18 to $20. All right. So I hope that helps you guys. Okay. And the same thing with silver. So with silver, it's going to be a little bit more. So I mean, with gold. I'm sorry. With gold, it's going to be a little bit more of a spot price charge. Meaning, so if gold right now is at $1,589, $1,589, then you're going to be paying, that's per coin, per ounce, okay, of gold. So again, $1,590, okay, $1,590. So the spot, that's the spot price, $1,590. So when you're going to buy this at a dealer, you're going to be paying around $50 more. So that is the upcharge for a gold coin. It might be 25, it might be 40, 30, but around $50. Don't pay more than $50, okay? And that's it. So basically, you can get a gold coin, 1 ounce gold, pure gold coin, for $1,640, give or take. Okay? So again, bargain bin prices, all right? Because what is gold supposed to be at? Gold is supposed to be at 8,853. So again, that's why I'm always pushing silver, because silver is something you can buy for 20 bucks, and again, it's gonna move to over $1,000. But gold, on the other hand, you buy it for $1,600, and it's valued at $8,800. Now, take that with a caveat, take that with a grain of salt, because honestly, a lot of people out there that are gold experts, basically put gold at $25,000, at $50,000 and beyond. Then I'm one of those guys. I think that gold is actually a lot, should be going higher than $8,000. But even if it's $8,000, it's pretty good. And the same thing with Bitcoin, guys. Look at Bitcoin now and where Bitcoin has already been. Bitcoin's already got to 20. Bitcoin is a hedge against the debt. It's a hedge against the dollar. What does a hedge mean? It means that if you have your money, your wealth in gold and silver and Bitcoin, even though the fluctuation in price is up and down, you are going to retain your wealth. You're going to retain the value of that money in these things, while you are not retaining the value if you keep it in dollars. Because again, as of today, if you would have kept your money in dollars, you would be losing a lot more money than if you would have kept it in gold and silver. So just remember that, okay? It's just the truth. And so a lot of people are keeping it in cash, because a lot of people are coming out of the markets. They're leaving the markets. They're not trading. They're not doing anything, because everything is so volatile, and it's volatile on the way down that they're scared. So a lot of people have it in cash, and even as it's sitting in cash, people think that it's a safe haven, and it's not, because they're losing value, even though they might not see it, but it's all here. You can see it yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. All right, let's see where we're at now. All right, so we're at negative 7.35. It's not good, man. Most of the day has been in negative 7% territory. Terrible. It's not. What do you mean the video isn't available? What? She can't see? Yeah. I'm live. What's going on? All right, let me see what it says here. Daniel, thanks for your content, brother. Great info. Anytime, brother. Food will crush. You cannot eat BTC. No, you're right. So, right now, hold on a second. So right now, you should be, I agree with you. Right now, you should be going to the store and stocking up on canned beans. You should be stocking up on coffee. You should be stocking up on water. Okay? You should be stocking up on, I'm going to tell you, man. Not toilet paper, man. You don't need toilet paper. You can wipe your ass with a fucking hose if you have to, okay? Forget that shit, man. Come on. Be smart. But anyways, look, alcohol, whiskey, tequila. I know this sounds crazy, but are you kidding me? This is probably going to be, when the crash actually happens, when we actually have the crash, this is going to be more valuable, okay, than gold and silver. As crazy as that might sound. Now, after the crash and everybody's dusted their, the dust is cleared and everybody drank their alcohol and we're back to normal, then yeah, gold and silver and all these things are going to fucking skyrocket. Bitcoin, everything's going to go. I mean, that's already going to have been skyrocketed. But at the moment and right now, these things are probably more valuable. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to, toilet paper, animals don't use toilet paper. You do know that. Us humans, we didn't have toilet paper forever, right? So we'll be fine without toilet paper. I don't know why everybody's buying toilet paper. You need to buy canned beans. You need to buy, canned food of any kind, MREs, buy, coffee, whatever the fuck you drink, tea, water, lots of water. Make sure you have some sort of purifying thing. Get a generator. Yeah, a bit, just in case. You never know. You know what I mean? But you better have gold. You better have silver. You better have Bitcoin, because once the dust settles, then what? What are you going to just be? You're going to just be just as poor as everybody else, and you're going to be fucking again, in the worst possible financial situation in the world, and you would wish that you could afford enough money to Epstein yourself. You get what I'm saying? To afford a rope or afford a bullet or afford a whatever. But if you decide, if you're smart enough to fucking have your wealth in gold and silver and Bitcoin and all these things, well, then guess what? The world is not going to end. The system isn't going to fucking just blow up. I mean, the world, no, it's not. The U.S. might crash. It might be horrible apocalypse now over there. It might be the same in Europe. It might be the same in a few other places, but places like Mexico's already ready. They already got their silver. Here, I'm going to show you guys, bro. I know. But like Mexico's already waiting, man. For example, there's a lot of countries out there, but like we were talking about yesterday, Mexico, they already, you can go to the Discord and look at the article and read it yourself. But we were talking about this in yesterday's live stream. But again, Mexico's already, they're waiting. They're just waiting for the dollar to crash right now. The only thing that's stopping them is the central banks that don't allow them to do this. But the minute that the central banks don't have power anymore, well, guess what? Countries are all over the world are gonna already, create a brand new fiat currency or a brand new paper currency backed by gold or silver. In this case, silver. And they already have the infrastructure. They already got everything ready. They're ready to go. They're just waiting. Just like a lot of us. We can't do anything about it. Now, again, in a place like the U.S., things are going to really suck. I would buy bullets. I would buy whiskey. I would buy generators. I would buy water. I would buy a lot of shit in excess quantities. Not toilet paper. But all those other things, you know what I mean? Medicine, you name it, whatever you can buy. Now, in a place like Mexico, and specifically where I am, I just need to survive a little bit, meaning I just need to have enough supplies to survive for a little bit, like a hurricane. That's it. Because out here, everybody, there's nothing is digital out here. Everything is in cash. Everything is barter. There's farmers markets everywhere, open 24 hours a day, literally. But not 24 hours a day, but You know, we got local farmers markets. We got people growing shit. We got people building shit. We got everything is fine. We got manufacturing. We got water that comes out of the ground. We got people that grow shit and sell it at the market. You know, and they, sometimes they barter. All right, like basically, you know, I can trade my fucking avocados in my tree for some onions and some potatoes that I need. You know? So I live in a great place. It's all about community. You know what I mean? If you live in a great community in which, you know, you can survive together, you're good to go. You got water, you got food, you got whiskey, you got a few things that you need, you know, some guns and bullets to keep the bad guys out, and you're good to go. And in a place like this, you know, we're good to go as a country, and we're definitely good to go here as a community. So, you know, that's the thing. You know, it's a lot of little things like that. That's all the real prep. Once you have gold and silver and Bitcoin, that's the last part of the prep. But you got to make sure you have all the other important things of the prep first. You know, you got to make sure you have a garden. You got to make sure you have somebody, you know, that's willing to work with you to do all this. You got to have a community. You got to have you know, make sure you got a water source. You know, you got to have all of these fucking things. All right, and then you get the gold and silver. Why? Because if all you do is hoard gold, silver, and Bitcoin, and the shit hits the fan, listen, man, anybody can just come and break your door down, hit you over the fucking head with a stick, and they got your private keys, they got your coins, they got your everything. And and hopefully if you survive, you'll probably you know, want to jump out the window, and if you don't survive, you'll probably be, you know, better off. But I mean, you know, it's just the fucking reality of these situations that a lot of people just don't fucking like. You know, one of the reasons why I moved out here to Mexico was also that. You know what I mean? I knew that the Apocalypse Now situation was about to fucking hit the U.S. any minute. And a lot of people just kept telling me I'm crazy, I'm nuts, I'm fucking insane. Why? But, you know, right now, Apocalypse Now is happening in some parts of the world. Right here, I can literally show you a video of the Mexican president talking to the Mexican people today, and he's just fucking saying, yeah, man, just chill out. You know what I mean? We're not participating in this propaganda. We're not participating in this insanity. We're still, you know, we still have, you know, tourists. We got Chinese people. We got all kinds of shit. You know, business has not stopped in Mexico. We're still business as usual, and we're good out here. You know, you get what I'm saying? And look at all the things that are happening in the U.S., and look at all these viruses and all these cases and all this stuff. Oh my God, we're all going to die. And I mean, we are neighbors. You do know that. I mean, you know, Mexico City is one of the biggest cities, if not the biggest city in the world. You know, there are a lot of international travelers, a lot of Asians that come here. My wife is basically, you know, she's born in Mexico, but she's half Korean and half Chinese. I mean, come on now. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of Asian influence out here, and you know, I think we got 10 cases in Mexico, and all of those 10 cases are, like, I think 5 are fucking Italians, which we're probably deporting right now, and the other 5 are, again, get the fuck out of here. So, I mean, that's how we're handling it, you know what I mean? And shit like that. I mean, I don't know how the fuck you guys are handling it. Well, I do know. We all know. You know, and it's very scary. It's very scary. You know, they're clamping down. I mean, the fact that last night President Trump said no more flights to Europe. Again, there's already no more flights to Asia, from what I understand, but no more flights to Europe. He said, you know, when he didn't say this, but the NBA got canceled. You know, March Madness, all this shit got canceled. You know, all these states around the United States are saying, you know, you cannot be in crowds of 250 people or more. You can't be in this. And again, they tell you guys, you know, don't go to the Comedy Store because there's too many people there. But they're not stopping mass transit, for example. You know, and it's like, come on, people, wake the fuck up, man. Wake up. And it's like, again, you know what I mean? Like, if this is a real pandemic, we would be more than 4,000 people dead. I mean, 4,000 people died this morning probably from, I don't know, diabetes. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Give me a fucking break here. You do understand that there are 7.8 billion people on the planet, right? Like, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe people don't know that out there. But this is all pure propaganda, pure bullshit. You know, again, like, there's already tons and tons of fucking people that have recovered from this virus, from this, you know, fucking cerveza virus. And they're all saying, like, all we got was a mild fever and a mild cough, like, and that's it. Like, they're all saying, like, the flu was worse. Bronchitis was worse. The fucking food poisoning I got the other day was worse. It's like, come on, man. The fuck? Why are people allowing, you know, this fear propaganda to fucking to be what is dictating everyone's behavior. And why can't we all just stand up collectively and call bullshit on what's happening? We already know this is bullshit. Really? That's why the stock market fucking crashed? That's why everything is going to hell? It has nothing to do with everything that every person like me on YouTube and every other, financial person and every single other fucking person has been saying for over a fucking decade. It has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with this fucking with the fucking mild case of the fucking cerveza cold, the fucking the kung flu, right? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here with this shit, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just fucking crazy, bro. All right, let me read a few comments real quick. All right, hold on. Let's see what the charts are doing. The charts. Hold on a second. Hope you guys are not shorting your pants out there. Hope you guys aren't shorting yourselves. Hey, this sounds familiar. All right, let's see what you guys are saying in here. Yeah, this is live, Opie. We're live, brother. We're live. We're live. Yeah, man. It's just an emergency broadcast, man. The whole fucking thing is fucking tanking like the toilet. Hold on a second. Oh, wow. Breaking news. Hold on, I gotta show you this. Sorry, someone sent me something. I just wanted to... Look at this. Breaking news. Fed to inject over 1.5 trillion into short-term funding markets to prevent trading conditions from sparking deeper economic problems. Stock pair losses. Wow. Thank you so much out there, friend, who sent me that. Man, 1.5 trillion are going to get injected. Let's see how the markets have reacted to the 1.5 trillion in injection coming. Okay. Hello. Hello. Wake up. Hello. Is this on? Hey, Doge. 1.5 trillion is coming your way, bro. Literally 1.5 trillion is coming your way. What the fuck is happening, man? Come on. I want to see some green. I want to see some pump in action. Pump it. Pump the jams. Pump it up. Pump it up. Oh, Jen M. Jen M is asking me, how do I know if gold and silver are real? I'm not going to... Oh, hold on. All right, I'm not going to get into all the details about how to do that, because there's plenty of videos online. Just do a little research, okay? Please. I'm not a super duper gold and silver expert, okay? I'm an expert in nothing, all right? I just know a lot of things about a lot of whatever. But actually, just go online and just do some quick searches on YouTube, basically what you just asked. How do I know if my gold and silver are real? And you'll see plenty of YouTubers out there that talk about gold and silver all the time, and they'll show you how to buy, what to look for, how to know if this ring is real or not, if this gold is real or not, how you can test it, what you can do, everything. Okay, so yeah, there's plenty of places online. All right, just do a quick search, and they have how-to videos on how to do that. All right, great question. Thank you so much. You also ask another question: are women in Merida concerned about femicide? Not really. That's basically the femicide. Like what I was talking about in my Mexico video on my other channel, talking about Women's Day and all that shit. Basically that happens more in places like Mexico City, because Mexico City, again, is one of the biggest cities in the world. So places like Mexico City and places like a lot of rural areas, tons of rural areas. Mexico's full of a lot of rural and poor areas. So that's where a lot of these killings and these rapes are happening. And then when these people are killing and raping these women, they go to the judge, and the judge, he knows the judge because they drink beer at the pub and they just let him go. And it's just things like that happen all the time. So yeah, thank you so much for asking that question as well. But yeah, for anyone out there that wants to know more about moving out to Mexico, all the details on that, check out my channel, the rest of my channel, and check out my brand new channel. Link is at the bottom description of this video, so you can check out, again, basically how to move to Mexico and all this stuff. Because this channel right now is under, it's under duress, meaning I have 2 strikes on the channel, and the strikes keep being given to me and taken away, and it's a lot of stress. So basically, I have another channel, and I got other things like what you're watching there with Doge. You see, I'm on the Boomer and the Zoomer. I'm also part of that over there. So if you don't ever find me here for whatever reason, I'll be there. I'll be on my travel channel and all that stuff. Please go down right now and like and subscribe. All of these new places where I'm at. Go to my website, josearteaga.com, so you can find me there just in case things happen. But basically, I'm not going anywhere. Everything on the internet is named Jose Arteaga. Everything I do is under my name. So as long as you know my name and you know how to type it into Google or into any search, you will find me. I'm everywhere. All right. I'm spreading worse than that cerveza virus, and you can take that to the bank. Boom, boom. All right. Hold on. All right, let's see what crypto's at right now. All right, no, crypto's still, still at 6,144. Gold and silver, they're still down. And remember, guys, it's going to take a few days. Tomorrow is Friday the 13th. Don't forget, tomorrow's Friday the 13th. Then we have Saturday. We have a few days, of closure. Some people out there are saying that Monday we're going to close the markets. I doubt that. I don't know why we would do that. No. So markets are going to open on Monday. We don't know what's going to happen then. Tuesday they're going to open, and I'm Wednesday when the Fed meets again. I'm pretty sure when the Fed meets again on Wednesday, they will most likely lower rates again. So with the combination of the 1.5 trillion being injected, plus all the other billions of dollars that are being injected already, plus like the International Monetary Fund and the central banks of the world, run by Christine Lagarde and all that shit, they're also pumping into the markets. They're also announcing negative rates. Trump has been announcing negative rates for a long time. At this rate, we might be hitting negative rates, in a few months, who knows? All right. Remember, we're only in March. Okay. So, yeah, we have a ways to go. All right. We definitely have a ways to go. Who knows, where all this is going to end up. But again, think about it. Everything is kind of perfectly calculated, because it's like they're giving the presidential nominee to Biden. So even if the stock market crashes, then it's like, really, you're going to vote for Biden? He's going to save us? No, we're most likely going to, people are still most likely going to vote for Trump anyway. So even if the stock market crashes, it's like, yeah, Trump is still the better option. So, I mean, the whole fucking thing is just crazy. All I can say is that, I'm a big movie buff. I make movies myself. I make, all kinds of art in that sense. And like, the way I'm looking at everything now is just like, fuck, man. This is like, I'm constantly making popcorn. If anything, I'm becoming a popcorn addict, just sitting back watching all this shit. It's just, it's fucking insanity. All day, every day. I wake up every morning and it's like, I'm not even surprised anymore. I woke up this morning. How about this? In the middle of the night, I woke up to take a piss, and I saw on my phone, a few, thing was blinking, and I saw, and I already saw like Bitcoin down this many. I already saw, and I was just like, I just put it down, and I went back to bed. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, whatever. Whatever, bro. You know what I mean? Buckle up, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. You know what I mean? Hope you guys are ready for Mr. Toad's wild ride. Hey, thank you so much for everybody joining me out there today. I freaking love you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. I love making these shows for you. Today I'm crazy busy, but I still had to go live. I have to do a live show because it's too much. I can't just not talk about these things. I have to go live. There's a lot of people out there, they want to know, want to hear me, want to everything. So it's like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Here we are. All right, let's see what you guys have to say here. Yeah, Jen M. By the way, if you really want to know more about what I have to say about the femicide and what all that shit out here, and just like again, like what's happening in Africa and even in India and other places, then really just go real quick. Go to click the link in the description down here. Jose Arteaga Travels is my other YouTube channel. I only make videos about Mexico there and about living out here. So on Monday I posted a video about the march because my wife went to the march on Sunday, and I had already made a video a couple days before that, and so I just put it all together. I put the march in there. I put her speaking about a few things. I was speaking about a few things, and just talking about that and bringing to light what's happening out here. Because again, I'm American. I left the U.S. I'm still American. I'm born and raised out here. Hold on a second. I'm American no matter what. All right. I'm American. Oh, hold on. Sorry. All right, hold on. I gotta get some props. I gotta get the props. But anyways, yeah, look, guys. See, look, I'm American. All right, don't get it twisted out there. Born and raised in America. I love my country, but I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? Like I'm also, my parents are both also Cuban. All right. So with that being said, it's like I know my history as well, and I'm very educated on the subject. So when I saw what was happening in my own country, I was like, all right, time to get the fuck out of here, and I came to Mexico. Okay, and that's kind of my story, a little short version of that. So I love my country, I love everything, but I love Mexico too. I mean, Mexico has been able to fucking save my life and provide for me in so many ways, and I love it out here. But the point I was making though is the fact that you know what I mean. Like even though I come from the U.S. and we have all the women's marches and there's a lot of situation out there with that the women. My problem with what's happening in my country and Europe and other countries is the fact that why are they not in the United States talking about what's happening in Mexico, what's happening in India, what's happening in Africa? Why are the women there not talking about that? In fact, what they're doing is something completely different, and I don't agree with, because some of those things of the extreme left, extreme feminism also happen here in Mexico, and a lot of the women are not for that. They don't want that extremism out here. All the women want out here, just like in other parts of the world, is don't rape me, don't kill me, we're fine with everything else. Please, we're good, we're happy, we want to be women, just don't kill us and don't rape us. But anyways, I don't want to, that's not what we're talking about in today's episode, but please, if you want to know more about that, you really want to know more about me and all that stuff, check out my channel. And check out the other channel, okay? Please check out the other channel so you can see, more about all of that, all right? And what's going on here, on a social standpoint. Because again, guys, like everybody's in their own little bubble. Just sidetracked now, right? Everyone right now in the U.S. and other places, but basically in the U.S. and Europe and China and whatever, all these controlled countries, everyone's just worried about the stock market. Everybody's worried about their 401k. Everybody's worried about all these, the fucking cerveza virus. It's all about the cerveza virus. That's it. Everyone's controlled. But like, when you just go to the country next door, literally your fucking neighbor, Mexico, the president of Mexico saying, yeah, there's no such thing as a pervasive virus. I mean, there is, but don't believe the hype. They're worried about the femicide. They're here backing women. They're here talking about, okay, we need a silver standard, so when the dollar falls, all right, what are we gonna do to really attack this problem that's happening around the world? How are we and it's all pro people. It's all, how are we going to react to this in a positive way to improve and help the people of Mexico? While you're looking at every other country around the world and everybody's on lockdown, everybody is like, it's just complete opposite. It's complete control. It's complete anarchy. It's complete horribleness. And, it's sad, man. It's crazy sad to see what's happening in the U.S. right now. And, it's very worrisome, man, as an American, because, like, to me, it's like, I'm American. I'm safe in Mexico no matter what happens, but I got my family, I got my friends, I got you guys, so many people that live in the United States that I love and care about, and I'm worried about you guys, man. I really am. I mean, I don't know what else to say, and, this might not be the end-all, be-all right now. I really don't think that this is the end yet, but the end is near, and, I mean, if this is not a wake-up call, I don't know what is. I mean, the end is near, meaning the end of the dollar, the end of the United States being number one, the end of the supremacy of the American empire, and all these, that's what's coming to an end. That's it. It's not anything else. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of civilization as we know it. It's no. The world is moving on. The rest of the world is moving on. The rest of the world is fine. The rest of the world cannot wait for the dollar to fall. The rest of the world is now being held captive and held hostage by the dollar, and so on and so forth. So basically, everyone, a good majority of the countries are just sitting back, twiddling their thumbs, waiting for this pervasive virus to finish doing what, to finish knocking it out, to finish knocking out these countries. This country in particular, and that's it, guys. I mean, that's just the fucking reality of it, and. Everything that the U.S. and the central bankers are trying to do is to keep propping this market up and keep trying to maintain the ship from sinking. But unfortunately, the Titanic hit the iceberg. There's no saving the ship. That's it. So either you get on your fucking life raft, or you figure out a way to escape, figure out a way to get the fuck off the ship before it's too late. Or you're going to be freezing in that water. You're definitely going to go down with the ship. And don't go down with the ship. You're not the fucking captain. Don't go down with the ship, okay? Be like Rose, okay? Be like Rose and float away on a sheet of ice or something. I don't know. Sorry. That ended abruptly there. Well, and then, the last thing I want to say about the women, if you're a foreigner, if you are, basically, if you're a foreigner, if you're an expat, if you come from another country and you're in Mexico, you really don't have much to worry about. The women that are in danger in Mexico are the poor women, the women that, again, the women that have no resources, no nothing. These are the women that are getting affected by this all the time, okay? These are the women that are really in trouble, okay? That are getting killed and raped and all these things and then some. But it's not, it's not any other woman, okay? It's not, if you're middle class, you're fine. If you come from another country, you're fine. It's things like that. It's basically, again, it's just very, very, very poor, individuals that are highly, again, it's always the poor people in any situation. You're just like right now, I mean, I'm considered poor, but I at least had the knowledge and the ability to buy a few coins here and there, like gold, silver, Bitcoin. But a lot of people that are in my position are so poor as well that, they don't, they don't even have enough to fucking buy gold or silver. Or if they even did, they didn't. And, a lot of times, not a lot of times, it's always the people with the least, the people that are the poorest, the ones that are always suffering. Right now, the only people that are really suffering, basically the only people that are suffering by what's going on right next to me, right in these markets, the negative 2,000 point drop, the 30% drop, okay, in the markets in 2 weeks, everything that's happening, the only people that are really, really being affected by this right now are the poor people. The poorer you are, the less you have, the more you're affected by this. It's as simple as that, man. And that's why this is so sad, man. This is just crazy sad because it just keeps happening over and over again. But again, that's why I talk about Bitcoin, and I'm such a big proponent of Bitcoin and crypto, because I know that, you know, that technology could be our savior. You know, it will be. It will be. That technology will be our savior. You know, once the shit hits the fan, once these banks become obsolete, which we're seeing right in front of our eyes is happening. So, you know, once the old system goes away, we're gonna need a new system. And what are we gonna do? Are we gonna implement the old system again, or are we going to implement the brand new system? I think we're going to implement the new system. Because why? We, the people, will have the control and the power, and then we're the ones that are going to decide. And it's as simple as that. That's why when you're seeing, you know, the destruction of all these currencies and all these places around the world already, you know, whether it's Venezuela or Zimbabwe or India or Argentina or any of these countries, you know, people are already, you know, moving away from the dollar, moving away from the fiat currency of their country, and they're moving straight into Bitcoin and crypto and all that shit, because it's at the end of the day, it's just money, and people need to move value, and people need to, you know, conduct business as usual, and they don't trust the banking system anymore because of things that are like what are happening right now. So it's just the nature of the beast, you know. It's just you know, the only way that Bitcoin and crypto are going to replace the old system is when Bitcoin and crypto are a better product than the system we have right now. And slowly but surely, we're getting there. We're getting there. You know what I mean? It's all about adoption. You know what I mean? It's like, remember when computers came out? Not everybody had a computer, but eventually it got to the point where you could not be without a computer. And it's just the same thing. So when I talk about these things, it's like, you know, right now, it's not everybody has Bitcoin, not everybody has crypto, not everybody understands it. But again, it's going to get to the point real soon in which everybody is going to have Bitcoin and crypto. Everybody's going to be using it, and you're going to be forced to use it and learn about it whether you like it or not. So why not learn and use it now that you have the power and, you know, the ability to do so under your own, you know, again, and you can actually, you know, make money in the sense of like, you know, damn it, what is it? Reap the rewards of your smart investment and your time and effort by, you know, by putting it into it now, learning about it now, and not waiting until the last minute when everybody is trying to get on the crypto train, and by that time it's going to be way too late. You know, right now nobody's on there. So yeah, guys, you know what I mean? Basically, don't be the last one on don't be the last one to get on the boat. All right, don't be the last one. You know, this is what's going to replace this system that's already, it's on its way out. As you guys can see, it's on its way out. All right. So. Oh yeah. Look, how's it going, Coin Bear? Yeah. Crypto is gonna bounce hard, man. Whenever the economy, once the economy hits bottom, at that point, you know, once all this shit, once the bleeding stops, that's when Bitcoin is gonna go parabolic. That's same as gold and silver. Look at the dollar index. Look at that. The dollar's crashing as well. I mean, man, none of this shit's good, man. None of this. Look, you see how it's curving downwards? Look at how it's curving downwards. Remember, we were curving upwards and we were in a straight line. Look how it's curving downwards. Why? Because they're now, again, all this is signifying is the printing into oblivion. Look at that. Doge froze the markets already again. Yeah, man. Lots of insanity happening today, that's for sure. Oh, anytime, Jen. Anytime, Jen. I'm glad you and a bunch of others out there enjoyed the show and enjoyed the knowledge and enjoyed everything. In fact, what we're gonna do now is like I'm gonna do a little bit of In fact, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna do a little question and answer session. All right, so we're gonna do a little Q&A. So what I'm gonna do is just I'm gonna let it ride, let the stream go for a little bit longer. See if you guys have any questions you guys want me to answer. And if you do, I'll answer them. And if not, we're gonna end the stream in a little bit. So yeah, all right, we're gonna keep playing a little bit of music out here, keep looking at the markets, see what's going on out here. I wonder, so the 500 trillion, I wonder so when is the 500 trillion going to get added here? All right, let's see. Let's go through the news, see where we're at. Oh, well, look at that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, man. So much for the central banks being able to handle look at this. So this is what just happened. So remember that the central bank said that they're just going to add another 1.5. They're going to pump to a 1.5 trillion. Look at that. So that's what that's going to look like, guys. Wow. Yeah, Tom Hanks got the coronavirus, man. I mean, come on, man. I believe that as much as the fucking the unicorn fairy. All right. So right now, that is what just happened. All right. Right, what you're looking at right now, all that red, all right, that's all that money being pumped into the market right now. Okay, that's basically what just happened. Look at that. I live in El Centro, all right? I live in El Centro of the city, all right? So I live in like the center of the city, downtown, whatever. Wow. Look at this. So just in case anyone's wondering, so look at this. Look, the Fed is purchasing, Treasury coupons. Look at that, bro. Wow, man. But anyways, whatever. We already knew all this. Again, a lot of the stuff that I talk about, it's all out here, man. It's not, all this is on the Federal Reserve website, okay? And it's all out there. None of this stuff is, yeah. So again, remember that this is not QE, by the way. This is not quantitative easing. This is not a bailout. This is not stimulus. I mean, this is stimulus, whatever. But all this is all the same word. It's like, saying it's like I'm cold, I'm frozen, my temperature went down, but whatever. It's all explaining the same thing. Ay, ay, ay. Jen M is asking me, what do you think about trading in the foreign exchange market? Also, in addition to buying gold and silver, would you recommend buying the stock? Oh, great question. First of all, right now, don't be trading of any kind, period, end of story. Number two, no, I don't know. I'm not a trader. Don't be trading internationally, into, foreign exchanges or anything like that. There's no reason to, right now it's not the time to trade. Right now is a time to prepare for what's coming. Again, buy gold, buy silver, buy Bitcoin, buy whiskey, buy water, buy whatever the fuck, okay? Whatever you need in your area to protect yourself, protect your wealth. That's what you should be doing right now. What everybody should be doing is buying gold, silver, Bitcoin, and other assets, whatever. If you can buy property, I don't know, whatever. Anything you can in order to, reallocate your assets and make sure that you protect your wealth. That's number one. And the second question that you're asking me is like, should you buy gold or silver stock? The answer is no. Do not buy paper stock in gold or silver. You need physical gold and silver. Only 999 pure gold and silver. Okay? That's what you need to buy. That's number one. Now, if you, for whatever reason, have stock and you can't get rid of your stock, but you have the option to trade, meaning I want to trade my AT&T stock for another stock or whatever the fuck, then do that. And let me tell you what to trade it for. Again, none of this is financial advice. I'm just telling you, this is all for entertainment and comedy purposes, okay? The point is that what I would do if I were you is trade in your AT&T stock or whatever the fuck, stock that obviously is worthless or is going to become worthless very soon, and trade those for mining stocks, but specifically gold and silver mining stock. Why? Because gold and silver miners are operating at a loss right now, but they're still operating, and some mines have even shut down operations. But the millisecond that we hit bottom and everything is again like really at bottom and everything is we're at fucking apocalypse now, at that moment in time, that's when things like gold and silver are gonna fucking skyrocket and go to the moon, and things like mining stocks are gonna go to the moon, because all of a sudden it's gonna be profitable and viable again to open up these mines. And if you've invested in mining stocks, then guess what? You're gonna be reaping those rewards immediately, because you're going to be sitting pretty, and then as these mining stocks and as these mining companies get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they keep growing because the demand for gold and silver keeps increasing, because now there's not enough gold and silver in the world. We need to dig out more out of the ground. You get what I'm saying? So the only stocks I would really be, investing in, like the only thing I would be buying right now, I wouldn't be buying anything, but it would be mining stocks, okay? The only thing I would really be doing is basically reallocating my funds into physical gold and silver, getting things like Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, again, if you want more on how to obtain Bitcoin and Bitcoin 101 and all that stuff, check out my channel. I have videos on that. And again, you can join the Discord, and you can join, this is the Discord here, by the way. All right, join us to chat in there. You can ask questions of me and others, and continue the conversation and to learn more about the importance of crypto. Because in the world that we're moving into, even after the crash, gold and silver are great. They're gonna protect your wealth, but the reality is that we're living in a digital world, and you can't send or buy anything with this digitally. But you can with Bitcoin. You can do a lot of things with Bitcoin. Again, you can't cross borders with this, but you can cross borders with Bitcoin and things like that. So again, I have clients out there that have a lot of gold and silver, and they're worried about coming to Mexico. And I'm like, well, all you got to do is convert it to Bitcoin, cross the border, and then convert it back to gold and silver. So again, that's like one use case. There's many use cases for crypto. But that's why it's also important to have these things and to learn about them and know why we need them. Because once the whole system fails, we still need a digital form of money, a digital currency, a digital form of value, not just a physical form, which is gold and silver, but we need a digital form, because we're in a digital world, and that's where these things come in. And it's knowing about what to invest in too. Knowing what currency, what cryptocurrency, and what which one is the actual thing. So if you're a beginner, you don't know anything, then go with Bitcoin. Once you educate yourself, then you can see what else is out there and what else you can do. And that's it, But, basically it's that. It's just like anything else, I got gold and silver, but there's a lot of people out there that want to buy platinum and want to buy copper and want to buy other shit. And there's nothing wrong with that. Those things are also going to go great. You remember what happened in 2008? When 2008 hit, things were so bad that people were out there stripping the copper wiring from all kinds of shit, just to resell it. So you're gonna tell me that gold and silver are not gonna be revalued as well? Yeah, exactly, motherfuckers. So if people were fucking digging copper out of the fucking ground and out of the, out of fucking neighborhoods were left without lighting because all the motherfuckers are stripping the copper wiring out of there and reselling it. Come on, wake up, guys. All right. So I know a lot of you guys are woken up. I know a lot of you guys get this. I know a lot of you guys are, a lot of this makes a lot of sense to you, and especially now because again, just a few weeks ago, this stuff that I've been repeating over and over and over again, it was just in one ear out the other for some people. But now, all of a sudden, as the fucking shit hits the fan, oh my God, everybody's listening, everybody's retaining the information, everybody's fucking writing notes. And by the way, I'm glad, finally, it's still not too late, but we're getting close. We're in the 9th inning, guys. This is definitely the 9th fucking inning, all right? So we still got 3 outs. but we're getting close. All right, so make sure you end with, you make sure that you fucking have all your shit ready when the fucking shit hits the fan. Do not be caught with your pants down. All right, unless well, anyways, all right, let me. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for today. I really appreciate all the interaction. I appreciate everything. I appreciate all the awesome questions. I appreciate you guys very much. You guys helped make this show so much better. That's for sure. But yeah, guys, any more questions? Any more anything? Is Doge dead? I think Doge froze to death. Or the market's dead again. Oh, there we go. But yeah, guys. Oh yeah, by the way, Coin Bear, Coin Bear makes a great point. Coin Bear is like, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Digibyte, Dogecoin. There's a lot of things out. There's a lot of coins out there that are, they're going to be acting as on a day-to-day cash, day-to-day currency, day-to-day money, day-to-day value transfer. Yeah, these are the things that we're going to be using. We're going to be using many things. It's not going to be one world currency. That's what they want. Remember that. They want that. We cannot have that. We need to have multiple currencies, okay? And so again, I used to be. I'm not a look. I'm on the fence with Roger Ver. I don't really give. I'm not for or against him. And I used to hate the whole Bitcoin Cash idea and things like that. But you guys already know what I think about all this stuff. And so now I'm really glad that there were people like Roger Ver that created things like Bitcoin Cash, people like Charlie Lee that created Litecoin, and so many others out there that created, again, Dash or Dogecoin or what have you. Why? Because these are the things that are going to help prevent the people in power from taking control over the system again. And that's basically it, guys. And so we're moving into some very amazing, beautiful times. And it's going to be great, guys. I mean, for sure. So, all right, guys. I think I'm going to have to come to an end because I'm getting phone calls. Man, it's already getting late. Oh, man, I get so distracted hanging out with you guys. But yeah, guys, let me see. But I think it's time. But yeah, anyways, at the end of the day, I'm just glad that this technology exists because, we're going to be using things like Bitcoin as a gold reserve or something like that. And we're going to be using these other coins as currency and as day-to-day money. So again, guys, we're only at the very beginning. It's only in the infancy. But as you guys can see, we're growing up fast. All right. And what's happening right over here? What's happening with the markets? What's happening with the banking sector and the banking cartel, literally on its deathbed, is only going to make crypto mature even faster and grow up even faster. All right, guys. I think I'm going to end it there because it's already been a long enough show. I love you guys to death. You already know the deal. Don't forget to check out. Now we're going to do some shameless plug time real quick. All right. But basically now, please don't forget to check out my website, guys, all right? josearteaga.com, all right? There, you get to see everything, okay? Meaning all my videos are there, all my live streams are there. You can find, all my services that I have available. You can buy t-shirts. You can contact me directly. You can find literally all the websites where I'm at, if you're going to listen to my podcast, all you got to do is just type in Jose Arteaga, pretty much at your favorite audio, podcast app, whether it's Castbox or Apple Tunes or fucking Spotify or whatever. Just type in Jose Arteaga. You're going to find me there, so you can listen to the audio version of this and others. You can find me, again, don't forget to join the Discord, so you can, continue the conversation there with me and others. Join me on Library, join me on BitChute. Check out my other YouTube page, the one where I do all my Mexico and travel videos on. All right, please check me out there. All right. What else we got? And don't forget to check out my original channel, which you're watching now. And if you haven't, again, Jose Arteaga on YouTube and everywhere else. And that's it. Instagram, Twitter, email, you already got it. All right, guys. And that's it. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon on this channel, on the other channel, so you don't miss a thing. I'm always uploading. I'm always doing all kinds of shit. And right now my schedule's all whack because, you know, everything's whack. And so I just gotta be here for you guys no matter what. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. I hope you guys are, you know, learned something from today. Hope you guys are learning something from what's happening in the markets and what's happening pretty much everywhere. And I hope you guys stay safe out there and start preparing, because now is the time. If you haven't done anything yet, now is the time to prepare. Do it now. All right? All right? As a famous person once said, all right, do it now. All right?
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true!
And with that being said, thank you, Shia. Thank you, guys. Love you, and peace out. See you guys when I see you guys. Bye.